Alright lads, so the first banner of 2023 has officially been announced. Those that got the prediction right in our last video, their names are on screen right now. I'm interested to see what this banner is about to be, right? Again, I think it's going to be a premium banner. I'd be surprised. New Year's, hold on. It's New Year's, hold on. What does this mean for end of year? Sorry, what does it mean for end of month? Oh no, that's not a good sign, you know. Yikes, hold on. Hopefully this ain't Burn the Witch. I'm not going to lie, because I obviously have been saying for a while now that Burn the Witch is going to be a mid-month banner. At the same time, if it's going to be a seasonal banner, it's either going to be Valentine's or swimsuits. But there's a potential chance they might do New Year's. But then again, it does say Christmas Burn the Witch. So New Year's summons, I don't know who this could be. It's a new seasonal banner. It realistically could be anyone. Maybe a RUKIA. Let's find out. Oh, okay. I am so down for this. Wow. RUKIA, ICHIGO, and RENJI. Okay, so what's end of month then? Are we going to get a Lunar New Year's? 2 seasonals back to back? Wow, this was... And we have a con in the back. Look at the con. Okay, so we have a new speed, tech, and also mind character. I'm down for this, man. You know, the Resurrections just came out today. The New Year's characters. We're getting 3 New Year characters again. This is cool. And it's also... It's been a hot minute since we received a seasonal version of ICHIGO. I mean, his last one was Spirit Sighting. That was the first 5-star ICHIGO that was a seasonal character after many years. This is RENJI's first 5-star seasonal after, again, many years, right? And RUKIA, I'm down for it. Honestly, another New Year's RUKIA? Okay. They are mid-month characters, so I'm hoping they kind of get good treatment here. I wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhat, like, mediocre, though, in it. But I don't think anyone saw this coming. So I'm kind of curious now what end of month is going to be. If they're giving us a seasonal banner now, does that mean end of month is going to be a limited banner like 1,000 Year Blood War, Spirits Are There With You? Who knows? But let's check out the 3 new characters. Firstly, starting off with ICHIGO, a melee strong attack character. All attacks can inflict weakening, and his soul bomb does have automatic revival. So already looking pretty good. Killers are probably going to be on the iffy side. Usually mid-month killers are, and they're probably not going to get Havoc. But if they're farmers, that's not going to be that bad. So Super Killer, off to a great start actually. Super Killer is lacking a tad bit in the speed attribute. Even with no Havoc, this character might be able to stand out a tad bit. We'll find out though. ICHIGO drops a piece of a huge Daruma that causes immense damage, inflicting weakening, and automatically revives any fallen team members once. Okay, pretty cool. So looking at the skills, oh, we're off to a good start. We are off to a good start, lads. Marauder on a mid-month character. It's rare, it happens, but that's actually really good. So it's team party recovery, so he's going to heal your team every time you enter another map. That's really good. Marauder, so he has guard break, he goes from melee resistance or ranged. What is he? He's a melee character, so melee resistance. And does he get Havoc? He doesn't. But what he does come with, that is good. And he has weakening? Oh, ICHIGO, lads. You absolute beast. Wow. Alright, so what we can see here, Frenzy +1 and a 40% Berserker is on the lower side. It is on the lower side, I will be honest. But keep in mind, this character does come with the Power Droplet, drop rate +30%, with the additional Power Links Up Potion +5, so he's farming both. At the same time, he has a 20% strong attack damage buff, so 60% Berserker. But what you can see right here is that this character is designed for epic raids. Now, granted, speed has always been quite good on pot characters when it comes to epic raid farming. The Retsu, for example, is a great character at that, but this character is basically a better Retsu when it comes to epic raid farming, because you're getting the potions, you're getting the droplets, you have weakening on your soul bomb. With weakened defense, you can stack that to double weakened defense, and then you also have a team party buff where you're giving every speed character 20% strong attack damage. So when it comes to epic raid farming, lads, this ICHIGO is one of the better ones. Definitely going to be up there. I think it depends on what strong attacks he does get, but I don't think it really matters. Yes, his damage output is on the lower side, only a 60% Berserker, but in combination with the weakening, with the weakened defense, this character is already future-proofing for the rest of the year. If you want to use it, if you get this character and you want to use him to farm epic raids, you can do that just fine. He's going to be a great character for that, and he's giving you the potions, the droplets, already up to a great start, and he also has the revive too, so that's not too bad. I think you would still want at least one Retsu in your lobby just to get the heals too, because he doesn't heal anyone. Like, he heals every time you enter another map, but in epic raids, you're not going to get that, right? But I'm liking what I'm seeing thus far. Wouldn't have kind of preferred even a different attribute, but it's fine. fine. And at the very least now, for the most part, like, we'll find out if he gets added to the epic raid bonus, but he is a super killer, so you can actually use him in the epic raid to Toshiro for the next basically month and a half, and he's going to perform really good there. Next up, we have RUKIA, a ranged strong attack character. All attacks have freeze and lacerate, so a mid-month character 2 status augments. Not really like a stupid OP combo, but freeze and lacerate is something that we've maybe never seen before. Looking at her killer, she's a Quincy killer. Okay, so going to be good for the Quincy guild quest. RUKIA, seeing the beauty of Byakuya's Snow Rabbit, causes immense damage and inflicts both freeze and lacerate. So, I will say I'm a tad bit disappointed RUKIA's not in here. So, my prediction for end of month, if you guys don't know, was a Lunar New Year RUKIA, because she has like the rabbit thing and it's the year of the rabbit. I guess they're not doing that now. They give us RUKIA instead, which again, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine for it. So she's a 40% recharge. That's a really good soul trait for the technique attribute. In addition to that, you have 40% more damage to frozen enemies with guard break, and then you have these following skills. Another weaker defense. That's kind of interesting. All these characters are getting weakened defense. So Frenzy +1, 40% Berserker, does 40% more damage to enemies that are frozen, and then it also does 40% more damage to any enemy afflicted by a status augment. And you can actually give this buff to your technique Soripers in your following team. With weakened defense, that's actually quite good. But unfortunately, she does have an increased chance to inflict status augments, which I do like. But unfortunately, it's only 2 Quincy enemies. That's a bit on the unfortunate side. This character isn't bad. Her strong attacks might be really good and might make her a lot better than I'm seeing here. But from the get-go, I feel like this character is going to have very limited usage. Obviously, Quincy killers, there are a few Quincy enemies in-game. We are starting to see more Quincy enemies in-game. But this character is literally restricted to wanting to have killer, which is kind of unfortunate. And most of her damage output is going to come from inflicting status, right? Because otherwise, she only has a 40% Berserker. But the second you do, you're essentially doing 80% more damage. And again, when she has killer, she's going to have an increased chance to inflict status. And so, looks like a pretty decent character. Nothing super special thus yet. But again, her strong attacks might surprise me, right? We'll find out in a couple minutes time. And then last we have Renji. I'm gonna assume that he's in that character. Not surprised. Barrier and boost. Oh, a Sparta killer. Ranka. When are they gonna give us a Sparta killer, man? Oh my god. Okay, so mine's a Ranka killer. I guess he's now going to potentially replace the 1000-year Blood War Soifon, so it's not like that big of a deal. She's not outdated, but her damage output definitely isn't as high as the new Ned characters, so he's definitely going to have a place there. If he has the booster skill, already a top tier character. So normal attack damage plus 20%, sprinter plus 1. When you are at full stamina, you get an additional 40% normal attack damage. And then looking at the skills, he has Fly plus 1, a 40% Berserker, Enhancer, Poise, Multi-Barrier plus 2, so you have a 5 barrier for yourself, a 3-hit barrier for your teammates. Follow-up, which is actually quite nice. We haven't seen follow-up that much, despite follow-up being like a NAD type of skill that, you know, NAD characters want to pick up. And then you also get like, what, 50% more killer effect in Guild Quest, and also 30% more range damage in Guild Quest 2. In Arena, he's a pretty good soul trait, and you also do pick up Last Ditch. And then looking at the banner itself, not the worst banner. Again, I don't recommend summoning on this, especially considering this is a mid-month banner. It kind of brings up the question what end of year is going to be. So end of year isn't going to be another Lunar New Year's banner. It could be still Valentine's themes, but I'm very curious to see what end of month is going to be. So I would probably recommend not summoning on this banner. It is here until the 27th, so unfortunately we won't know what end of year is going to be, but the fillers themselves are actually pretty decent. Soifon is still on the somewhat newer side. You might not actually have her. I don't, but she is a premium, so we're now starting to see her type of banner get thrown into a lot of different banners as fillers. Kisuke, he's okay. Ranku and RUKIA, they're actually still pretty good. It makes sense why they're here too, because they were last year's New Year characters or Lunar New Year. Shuei is just mainly in Guild Quests, and Neliel's basically an arena character, right? And for those running, there's actually pretty good news. They are going to be bonuses in the Toshiro Epic Raid. That's something that we've been asking for a while. Every time a rerun Epic Raid comes back, new characters that come alongside it don't ever get added to the bonus pool. So it is nice to see that at the very least you will be able to use these characters for the next 2 weeks as a bonus, and that's most notable for this particular Ichigo right here, because he's going to get bonus damage. He's already got killer. He's giving you the extra potions and also droplets. So if you want to farm a lot of potions and droplets for the next 2 weeks in Epic Raids, Ichigo is going to be your man. And lucky for us, they're already on BBS Simulator, so shout out to Soldex. Really cool artwork. These are cool. I'm so down for this. And in this case, we have a Daruma Con in the back. Okay, so let's have a look at the character's strong attacks, right? So looking at his attacks, or his similarities more so, SA1 is going to be like a little vacuum vortex in front of him. SA2 is 800 AoE, and his SA3 is a 4-screen. So when it comes to epic raid farming, Ichigo's definitely going to be good here. He has no wonky strong attacks, so he's going to get a lot of his damage output out right from the get-go. That's actually quite good. Have a look at RUKIA. That's cute. We've got like a little chappy, a little rabbit, rice bowl. Is that what it is? That's cute. Really nice posing too. These armors are good. I'm down for this. I'm down for this. So looking at her strong attacks, her SA1 is going to be very similar to Kaname. Like the pushback attack. It does hit quite a few times, and the idea for this character is that you do want to inflict stars on it, so it's not really the worst strong attack one. Same goes for SA2. It's a vacuum vortex that pushes back. It's going to make for a very interesting kit, and for the most part, that SA2 does have a lot of hits. It's the main reason why I think these characters are good, especially as a shield, for example. Characters that want to inflict star augments really do like to have that SA2. It's either that SA2 or a tracking vortex. Not every character is going to get a tracking vortex, so that's going to be good for her to inflict star augments, and then an SA3 is just a full screen strong attack. So again, pretty decent kit for what she wants to do. And then last we have Renji. Again, looks kind of cool. And not like it really matters, but he is a NAD character. NAD string is basically similar to every other one, only 375 radius unfortunately, but that's not really that bad. SA1 is going to be a beam forward. SA2 is going to be an AoE in front of him, or a lunge. I can't remember what type of strong attack this is. I believe it's an AoE around him or in front of him. And then its SA3 is just going to be an AoE in front of him too. Good strong attack kit, but he's a NAD character, so it doesn't really matter that much. So with that said, lads, that was the video for today. We will be reacting to the gameplay later today. It's a tad bit too early for me to watch it now. People are still sleeping in my house and all, but in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about these 3 new characters. I'm down for it. It's nice to see us finally get New Year summons. I know last year we got the Lunar New Year summons, but for the most part, obviously because end of year always has to end with a banger banner like Thousand Year Blood War Saf, we haven't really had ever chance to get New Year's characters like this. And again, the only time it happened was like 4 years ago, along with Prince Ichigo. So it's nice to see it come back, and it's cool to get these 3 characters in the banner. It's been a hot minute since these 3 characters in particular have been in a banner together. I think the last time was Thousand Year Blood War Round 3. These designs are cool. I'm for it, and it's cool again to see Ichigo and Renji get a new seasonal character after many years. More so Renji though, if I'm being honest. And Ichigo, man, Ichigo's been getting like a new character every 3 or so months now, so he's on an absolute streak right now. Starting off the year with a banger. All 3 characters look pretty decent. More so Ichigo I'm most interested in, as he is going to be a really good epic grade farmer. If you get him, definitely going to be worth using. Renji is going to be good in Guild Quest. You can use him outside of the Guild Quest he wants to be used in because he has the boost and barrier. Unfortunately, no booster. And then Rukia, she might be good, but she's going to find a hard time to be used because she wants to have killer. Unfortunately, only have killer. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.